my bait coming down right there. What's up, guys? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. All right, guys, still getting into it. The Mega Live system. I know you guys like coming here, getting all the latest information, learning a few things, sharing information. Make sure you get active down in the comment section. And as always, read the description. I put some good information in there and also links. Some of the items, well, actually, all of the items we will be talking about tonight. I will put links in the description that will take you directly to the source where you can get discounts whenever those are available. Just click the link, go straight to it, see what you like, and pick those up. All right, guys. So what we do here is drop a few gems for you guys. So as you continue to progress and learn how to use that Mega Live system, you will start to see some of the little hints, some of those little tips and things that I've been putting in these videos that are definitely going to help you out on the water. So what are we talking about today? Today, what are some baits that you can use to kind of track your lures better? And think about this, guys. There are baits that will allow you to track them better whenever you're using your live system. They will give you a better return. So as you continue to spend more time out on the water, you will get better with those, and you will see for yourself which ones are able to give a better return. You're able to track those, and you begin to get better results with. So let me just run over a few of the items for me that I have found that are getting good results for me, guys. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Which one should I talk about first? All right, so as you guys know, if you have been following my channel, you know that I like throwing the shaky head. That is probably one of my number one baits of choice, techniques of choice, pretty much all year round. So let's start off with that one. With the shaky head, one of the things that I have noticed is if you throw some type of stick bait, and for me, I throw mine on a 1/4 ounce jig head, anywhere from 10 feet all the way out to 30 to 40 feet. I will still throw that shaky head, and using some form of stick bait. I don't know if it's the density of the stick bait or something like that, but I've noticed that this will give you a better return. So you can set your forward distance out to 100 feet. That way you can reach out and touch them if you need to, or you can bring it on in, zoom it in to maybe around 40, 45 feet whenever you want to get that close quarters and you have zoomed in or dialed into the area where you have located those fish and you want to concentrate on that area. But pitching this out there, you can watch this go straight down. You can see the reaction of the fish and everything. And whenever I'm fishing the shaky head, the setup that I like to use, and I will put a link in the description that will show you the full setup and everything for it. But basically, I like using a Duckett 7.2. This is a medium spinning rod, and once again, guys, I like using the Fluger reels. They are not expensive at all, but they have a very good drag system. It doesn't stick, and it's a pretty smooth drag system. And I like throwing that on 20-pound braid, and I will use an Alberto knot and bring that to 12-pound fluorocarbon. So that's what I run on my shaky head. So I would say next up would be some form of moving bait. And what I have found is using something like a 6XD, especially this time of year, guys. You know, those fish are going to be moving offshore. They'll be out there waiting for you on that offshore structure, brush piles, rocks, anything that you need to get that bait down to. Just pick the correct size line. Generally, I will throw this on 12-pound monofilament, but sometimes I'll drop that down to 10, and I may throw it on a 10-pound fluorocarbon, depending on how deep I want to get this crankbait down to. So the other thing that's good about throwing a crankbait and being able to track this, guys, is as it is coming through the water column, once it gets to a certain depth, you can pause that and let it float up a little bit, pull it back down, let it float up a little bit. And if you are noticing that you're coming across brush piles or things like that, you can actually fish this all the way down on one side of that brush pile, let it rise up, and just keep reeling it just a little bit at a time. And you can actually watch this thing and go all the way around that brush pile, guys. It'll be a pretty neat trick once you get that down packed and you're able to work that technique, but you will definitely get results with that. All right, so the final technique that I would say is going to be following that up with a spy bait. And I have a few videos out where you guys see me out on the water, especially in clear water, fishing that spy bait. You can see those fish. Even sometimes if you lose track of that spy bait, you can see the reaction of those fish and see those fish following that bait back to the boat. Um, the just real quick, the other thing is throwing a swim bait. But the issue with the swim bait for me is sometimes they will come and they'll just keep they may hit the back of it, but they may not take the entire bait. So in that case, that's when that spy bait comes in very, very handy. So as long as you have that set up right, have your drag set up pretty good, then you'll get that fish to the boat. But with these smaller hooks in here, sometimes it's a little shaky trying to get those fish to the boat. But I would definitely say that spy bait. And the other thing, like I was saying with using the crankbait, you can pretty much track this spy bait around any structure or cover or things like that to get those results that you want. So whenever you see those suspended fish, that is definitely something that I would pick up. And keep in mind, guys, right now they have the Memorial Day sale that is still going on. You can get up to 25% off. Like I said, I will put links to these items in the description. So make sure you click on that, go to Tackle Warehouse and check out what they have, guys. They have a lot of good products on sale right now. And also, let me just go ahead and toss this in here for you also. So just recently on one of my tournaments, that Shaky Head, the caliber of fish that I was getting to hit my bait, it just wasn't what I needed to use at the time. So I had to up that a little bit. So I went ahead and pulled out that bait caster. I have 20-pound line on here and just using some form of creature bait on a Texas rig. So whenever you do that, you can flip this directly into the brush piles or any type of cover that you're fishing and get those fish out of there. But actually, man, I had one that pulled me down. It didn't break me off, but because it was able to, I guess, get that upper hand on me, it was able to pull me down until the cover wasn't able to get it out. But as far as tracking the bait, guys, that is definitely something that will allow you to track your baits very well. And again, I would say that that's more because of the density of that lure itself. And that was the Zoom Z Craw that I like to use with that. So those are just a few things that I like to use, guys. Hope this information helps you out. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We will keep pushing out a lot of good information about how to get better with your live system. And we'll get back to doing our live streams pretty soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. If you have any questions or any comments, make sure you get active down in the comment section. And as always, hit the like button on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. And I will see you guys on the next video. That's my bait coming down right there.